not picking that up. We can't operate cars. That's how they keep us from skipping town. Hey, what's going down, clown?
Hey, back off, Suit. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
This doesn't look anything like Robert Frost. It's some sort of special work order. Since I really didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos. The bread of the dead. Hello? It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom. I'll just change his auto response here.
If you buzz me again, I swear I'll jump out this window!
I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poisoning. No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poisoning but me. No time to ransack. No use for it. No use for it. Domino locks his window. Fear of pigeons, probably. want to mess up my blade. It's the loose end of the rope made of ties. It's pretty long, though. That ladder goes to the roof. Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Well, walk through someone else's tent, all right? Do I look like a turnstile?
I have to go.
You too?
The Petra... Not really that... I'm not walking on the freeway. I shouldn't even be standing here. How's it? It's locked. Not that I have a choice, but I wonder if I'd be happier working on a ship. Then again, I'm so competitive, I wouldn't be able to relax until I was captain. That's Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me. It's locked. Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
What poisoning?
The Code 3 gazpacho poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
Where was the poisoning again?
Just ask your driver, for crying out loud. He'll know.
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning?
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me. You know, Copal's not really in his office.
Sweetheart, I know what you're up to.
Huh?
You're trying to get me away from my desk so you can link all my paper clips together again. Grow up, darling.
Busy as ever, I see.
I'd have more work to do if you had more clients.
Ouch. In my heart, though, you're still my secretary.
Manny, what are you talking about? I was never your secretary, even when you were on top. I got one boss, same as you, Don Copel.
Come on, I know you work for another man besides Don.
What are you talking about?
I know you take memos for Hurley sometimes.
Ah, Manny, just beat it, will ya?
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
Okay, you show those bricks a lesson.
So, is there a reason that a lot of people who are in administrative positions of power have New York accents? Is that a
Everyone in the jazz era was from New York.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people don't know that.
Big Mr. Boss Man doesn't want to be disturbed today.
So this was the first scene in the game that we ever actually did. with some test assets. So I had, this is when I was proving out, okay, yes, we can do this. There was this hallway scene. We had Manny up, running up and down. We had the security cam, kind of camera switching. We had text on the screen. We had animations. We had geolocation of the sound relative to the camera. The typing was down the hallway. And we had Manny running up and down. It was a really good test scene, and it kind of came to it at the very last second. Like, literally, like, I was compiling code as people ran in the room because I had a awful bug. But this was sort of like proof that, yes, we have all the elements to make this work. This was the first scene ever put together. And Manny, notice in this scene, Manny hardly ever clips behind anything, and that's partially because I didn't have the buffers working yet. But it was good enough that when people saw it, like, they were really impressed, and I was kind of surprised because I was like the new guy at LucasArts and was kind of half-assing my way through this and somehow made everybody really impressed. So I thought, at that point, I thought, okay, we can do this.
Better take these cards. They look... Read them already. Didn't help. Here's Celso's file. That walking stick was too good for him. I don't want to reread the old... Memos are for reading and throwing away, and not much else.
To all agents from Office Man...
All right, we have a map. Too many dead, so let's...
Whatever you say, Jefe. Deck of cards just wouldn't help there. I forget.
Manny, do I have to...
No, I just...
Do you want me to have him paged?
Yes.
Then get Don to stop being such a cheapskate and install a page. You're just gonna have to troll the carpool until you find a demon.
Why do I have to...
Only demons can operate the car. If the company like...
Got me there. Why do some clients qualify for better travel packages? ¿Qué traes? How do you define a good life?
Better than yours and mine.
Well, enough about...
Like babysit.
Well... Mind if I use your hole punch?
Knock yourself out.
Thanks.
Gets the aggressions out, doesn't it? Manny, what are you doing?
Just marking cards, honey. Ooh, I might get hurt if I try to get one down by myself. It's locked.
Hey, who's messing with my stuff? Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't expect... Sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
I'm Calavera.
My name's Glottis. I don't get many visitors. Hey, I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh, I would agree with that. Yes?
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them, just wrench them.
You want to be my replacement driver?
Me? Oh, no. Sorry. Can't. Rules.
Come on, Glottis. I need you to be my driver.
No, I'm too...
You're not...
Yeah, those... Hey! That kid, I could... I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
Hey, that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
They're just full of party favors. And I'm not in the party mood. My kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez, what now?
A dead worm.
Heck, that's easy. There's no limit on those.
That's not what balloons are for. That's not what balloons are for. My God. Do you have any more?
Well, sure.
My God. Okay. A cat.
No problem. Ta-da!
Cripes, Saber, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy!
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Eva, I'm impressed. I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah! I'm driving!
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning. Domino. Ew, the living still give me the creeps. It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all. Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it. I can't reap hamburger. Cows are a whole other bureau, not to mention the lettuce. If I scare them to death, then they'll become a customer. But I'll get nailed with a conflict of interest rap.
What is this crazy music? How did you get it all warp sounding?
Well, that's a great. See, remember that I used to, when I did all the themes for Grimm, I carried around a little handheld cassette, right? So I'd go for my hike in the hills in the morning, and I'd carry my little cassette with me, and if something popped in my head, I'd hum into it.
And it drops into a puddle?
Well, those cassettes, I don't know if you remember much about cassette technology, because, you know.
I remember cassettes.
You do?
I made some mixtapes.
They didn't always last, especially the little tiny ones didn't last for a super long time. So, you know, if you used it all the time, which I did to compose, the machine would, the mechanism would start to wear out, especially if it ran out low on batteries. So yeah, that was me sitting at the piano working on that theme for the Land of the Living, which I recorded on the little handheld cassette, and then played it back with batteries that were running out, and recorded that into the digital system for
And
the
so
game.
that's awesome. Was that an accident at first? Or that's you just ran out of power at an earlier time writing something else?
You know, I can't remember. I think it was an accident, but you know, I kind of meant to do it too. You know.
Smells like the perfect client, rich and sweet.
In the Land of the Living, the people look horrifying because of that. Have you ever seen that optical illusion where you You take a picture of someone from a magazine, you cut rectangles out of their eyes and their mouth, and then you turn them upside down, and they just look like demons.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
That's Land of the Living.
Yeah.
In the Land of the Living, the people look horrifying. In the Land of the Living, what is this crazy?
I can't use my bare hands. I'm a professional.
Nice bathrobe.
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you'd care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know, Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait. Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
You know I'd like to, Bruno, but my boss is a real hard-ass.
I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street. No job. No way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one. I'll never get out of this place. You and your fancy suits and your nose holes way up in the air, sticking your empty beer bottles down the message tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery? Huh? You think you're better than me? No. Good.
Some festival, huh?
Yeah, pretty busy. My carpal tunnel syndrome's really acting up.
But you don't have any tendons.
Yeah, well, you don't have a tongue, but that doesn't seem to shut you up now, does it?
Bang!
Ah, popped another one. Lousy bony fingers.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Well, since you're a beginner, why don't you practice the first step?
Which is?
Blow.
I have to go. That sound makes me want to kill somebody.
You too?
As a rule, I never touch anything more sophisticated and delicate than myself. Can't reach. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge.
You know, the games we make nowadays, we try to keep them real time, and the environments will come in the tens of thousands of polygons probably, but or at least under 100, I would say, at least at the Telltale studio. But here, I think we're almost unlimited, unless it crashed the machines all the time.
Yes, it was unlimited, and it was like trying to render it on your iPhone.
Well, remember, he modeled like every single nut and bolt everywhere.
That's what it was.
That's what, and they were all high res.
Yeah, I was about to say, a certain amount of this was us not
It
really
might get a
knowing, and us
close-up.
not being efficient about where we, how we set everything up.
As an animator, when you open one of these environments to animate it, you had to basically throw everything away except for the one thing that that Manny touches or walks next to or something.
Down in QA, we got on the project way earlier than we ever had on any other project, and we would play the game with the concept art on the screen. But Manny was modeled and done and lit. Or, well, maybe he wasn't lit, I don't know, but he would zoom around the concept art, and it was all black and white. And that's why I was...
Oh, that would be neat.
Yeah.